Breaking free from fear. Fear. It is one of the most familiar companions of the human journey. It greets us in childhood, follows us into adulthood, and if we are not careful, it can stay with us all the way until the end. Fear has whispered in your ear before. It has whispered in mine. It has whispered to everyone who has ever dared to dream, to step out, to believe that life could be bigger than what it is right now. And yet, what I have discovered is this: fear is not the enemy. Fear is the invitation. Fear is not here to destroy us. Fear is here to remind us that we are standing on the edge of something greater. Every single one of us has faced fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. And yes, even fear of success, because what if success means you'll have to grow into someone you don't yet know? Fear wears many disguises. Sometimes it looks like procrastination, delaying your dream year after year because you keep saying, not yet, I'll wait until I'm ready. Sometimes fear looks like perfectionism, keeping you endlessly preparing but never starting. Sometimes fear shows up as silence, convincing you that your voice doesn't matter, that your truth isn't worthy of being spoken. But let me tell you something. Fear is not reality. Fear is a story, a projection, a possibility dressed up as certainty. Fear is your imagination misused. The same imagination that could paint visions of hope, of creativity, of healing. When captured by fear, it paints disaster, it paints defeat, it paints heartbreak. And yet, you and I both know most of what we feared never even happened. We wasted energy, time, and peace worrying about shadows. Now, I'm not here to tell you to eliminate fear. That would be a lie. Fear is part of being human. It will come, it will whisper. But breaking free from fear is not about erasing it. It's about refusing to let it be the author of your story. It's about saying, I hear you, fear, but you do not get to decide. I will decide. Think back on your life. Think about the opportunities you passed by, not because you weren't capable, but because you were afraid. Think about the love you didn't pursue, the dream you didn't follow, the truth you didn't speak. When you look back, you don't regret the risks you took. You regret the ones you didn't. You don't regret failing. You regret never trying. You don't regret rejection. You regret the silence of never showing up. And here is the truth. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving while your knees are still shaking. Courage is speaking even when your voice trembles. Courage is showing up even when you don't feel ready. Courage is not about waiting for fear to leave. Courage is about saying, fear, you can come along for the ride, but you are not driving this car. Let me share something I've seen over and over again. Fear grows when we feed it with inaction. The longer you sit, the louder fear becomes. The longer you wait, the more impossible it seems. But the moment you take a step, the moment you move, fear begins to shrink, because action is the antidote to fear. Every small step you take proves to yourself that you are capable, that you are resilient, that you are more powerful than the voice that told you you can't. And this is what breaking free looks like. Not one giant leap that erases fear forever, but daily, consistent acts of courage. Picking up the phone, applying for the opportunity, speaking your truth, starting before you're ready. Now, these are the bricks that build a fearless life. But let me tell you, breaking free also means surrendering the need to control the outcome. Fear feeds on the unknown. It says, what if you fail? What if they laugh? What if you lose everything? But freedom is found in asking a different set of questions. What if I succeed? What if they embrace me? What if I gain more than I could ever imagine? And even if things don't go the way you hoped, you still gain. You gain wisdom, you gain resilience, you gain proof that you had the courage to try. So I ask you now, how much of your life has fear stolen from you? How many years did you wait because you were afraid? How many moments of joy did you deny yourself because fear whispered, It's safer not to love. It's safer not to try. It's safer not to hope. Fear robs us twice. First, by stopping us, and second, by making us regret that we stopped. And I believe regret is far more painful than failure. You see, when you choose courage, you choose life. When you choose courage, you choose freedom. When you choose courage, you open doors that fear tried to keep locked. And sometimes when you walk through that door, you discover that fear was guarding not danger, but destiny. Let's talk about destiny for a moment. Destiny requires courage. Destiny requires risk. Destiny requires walking into rooms where you don't feel ready, where you don't feel qualified, where fear says you don't belong here. And yet, that is where you discover who you really are. Fear wants you to shrink. Fear wants you to stay small, but breaking free means you choose to expand, you choose to grow, you choose to shine your light even when others might not understand. Imagine for a moment your life without fear holding you back. Imagine waking up tomorrow and choosing love over fear, choosing faith over fear, choosing action over hesitation. Imagine the book you would write, the business you would build, the love you would allow yourself to experience, the peace you would finally claim. That life is not impossible. It is waiting for you on the other side of fear. Now, breaking free is not easy, but it is simple, one step at a time, one choice at a time, one yes at a time. Fear will visit you every day, but you get to decide whether it stays. And the more often you choose courage, the weaker fear becomes. And here's the beauty of it all. When you break free from fear, you don't just set yourself free, you set others free. Your courage becomes contagious. Your children watch you, your friends watch you, your community watches you, and when they see you rise, they begin to believe they can too. When you speak even while afraid, you give others permission to speak. When you love even after heartbreak, you give others permission to love again. When you dream even after failure, you give others permission to dream again. So I want you to hear me when I say this. You are not your fear. You are not defined by your doubt. You are not bound by the story fear has told you. You are stronger than you realize. You are braver than you've ever been told. You are capable of walking through every shadow, every whisper, every chain that fear has tried to place around you. And the time is now, not tomorrow, not someday, today. Today is the day you begin to walk free. Today is the day you decide that fear will not write another chapter of your story. Today is the day you say yes to courage, to love, to faith, to freedom. Because breaking free from fear is not just about living without limits. It is about living fully, deeply, beautifully. And that life, that fearless life, is waiting for you.